yeah, if I can, I would like to send Woocraft down that way, and then I would like to see if I can head through here possibly.
Oh, sure.
And
that's a good idea.
Through our backyard and through this alley maybe, or whatever it is, to head down that way.
Sure, absolutely, you can do that. So yeah, Woocraft goes one way, you go the other way, and looking at the investigation checks, Donk, you're just raging. You're ready to beat someone's skull in.
Look like this guy been burnt.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I think he has been burned down.
Dante, you kind of are starting to put two and two together here. And first off, the way that the human males, the two cloaked human males, that were in the leather armor and the sheath longswords, it looks like they possibly could have been chasing the gnome, just by the way that the bodies are. And on one of the males with the leather armor, you notice, as you're not touching him or anything like that, you notice that there is one of those tattoos on his neck that, basically you're able to ascertain that he's part of the Zentrum or the Black Network, and he's got
maybe
it on
the Guild of the SoundCloud Rapper.
Yeah, wicked whack, and yeah, so he's got a tattoo on the right part of his neck, and the gnome, as you're looking, and this is just as all of the watches getting there, the guard, they're starting to set perimeters and push everybody back, and they haven't made it over to you yet. So yeah, tattoo of the winged black snake, and then the gnome has a sort of like a pungent smell. And give me I would say give me a wisdom check. Give me a wisdom check. And if you have perception, you can add that in as a bonus as well, because there's a bunch of dried crap on his boots, and also on his cloak. So
I'll use my inspiration for that.
Okay, and you see that there is a pouch. Nice. You notice that he also has a pouch, and it looks like the pouch is pretty hefty. But then again, do you want to take the pouch? If you take the pouch, you're going to have to do a sleight of hand check. Are you proficient with sleight of hand? Do you think you'd be successful? There's people all around you, etc.
I try it.
You're looking around really carefully, and you grab the pouch as you're still kind of shooing people away. And as you slip the pouch into your pouch, you can feel that there's probably gemstones inside here. There's not coins clinking, but it's you feel some gemstones. It's like a very thin, nicely woven pouch. And just as you put about 10 seconds or so after you put the pouch in your pouch, all of a sudden you're being pushed back by the city guard, the town watch, etc., because they're setting parameters around all of the carnage that has happened in this alley.
So okay, so I let him push me back, and
okay,
yeah.
They say, "There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to see here."
As soon as I have a chance, I'm gonna drop that pouch off. I hand it over to Donk.
So you can incriminate Donk
now.
Hey, thank you for big pouch. What this?
Shut up.
Oh, shh! Donk, don't say nothing about you stealing pouch.
Okay.
Now that authorities
I gave it to Woocraft. No, I try to hand it off to someone else.
Well, Woocraft.
In case I was spotted.
Yeah, Woocraft and Aeptor are gone. You don't see them anywhere around. You just see.
Around there, right?
Yeah, she's flying around. Yeah, you could see her.
I was going to say, now that authorities have arrived, I will descend from the sky, since I've obviously lost any trail of the rooftop guy, right?
Yeah, you as you were flying around, you were doing some circles, and you did not see any kind of movement whatsoever. The only thing that you had seen are people kind of hanging out of their windows from their second or third story houses, kind of looking down into the streets and the alley to see what was happening pretty much. But you didn't see anything on the rooftops. But yeah, now the town guard is here.
I just realized the guy who is telling everybody not to steal and get away from the bodies is stealing from the bodies.
Well, you didn't see that. You heard it, but yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So, guard set the perimeter up.
Investigating Woodcraft.
Urka,
investigating the
you land down where Dante's and Donk is, right?
Yeah, I land by them.
Okay, so you guys get shooed back over, and you guys kind of make your way back over towards the manor house because, hey, the show must go on. You've got a grand opening you got to worry about here in about another hour. So, yeah. But as you get back, your servants, they've gotten everything cleaned up. So, anything that fell off of shelves, food fell off the table, has been cleaned up and taken to the back, etc. So.
And by cleaned up, we know that we just dust it off and put it right back on.
Right. So what do you guys... go ahead, Donk.
I was just going to say, this isn't Gordon Ramsay. We're not going to throw anything away.
It is the worst food that I've ever had in my life. That was funny one time when he was doing a charity football match in England. They were playing, I think, the England national team, and Gordon Ramsay was talking so much shit of how he could have been a pro if he wasn't if he didn't go into culinary arts and stuff, and he was talking about how the England team has been lackluster and they need to get fresh blood in there, and one of the defenders, dude, chopped him down and tore his ACL and broke his fucking ankle and shit. It was so awesome. You want to talk about the England national team? I'm gonna get you. And he just brutally tackled him. They had to take him off on a stretcher. It was awesome. That was several years back. Sorry, I had to just say that.
Is there video of that?
There is on YouTube. Yeah, there is on YouTube. Yeah. Yep, there is.
I'll be looking at that in just a moment.
Yep. So, you guys are back at the manor house. So you pull that pouch out, and, you're inside. Nobody's in there. You pull the pouch out, and there are several gems in there. And, in fact, there's 5 gems in there. And there's probably about 500 gold worth of gems. So I will put
Nice.
that. Yeah, I'll put that on the party sheet for you. In the inventory, and you know how I do gems. It's just a currency.
Right.
Oh, we can buy a lot of beans for this many gems.
We? Well, I'm sorry, Don. We? What are you talking about?
I'm gonna leave that in the party sheet until you guys figure out what you want to do with it. So, but yeah, there's 5 beautiful gems. You're thinking, wow, these are probably at least, there's 5 100 gold piece diamonds in there. You're like, holy crap, I could use one of these for an identification spell or, whatever. So
Can I do a discovery and see if I can figure out any of the gems' origin, where they might have originated from?
Well, you can see the gems. And are you being secretive about it, Dante, or what?
Oh yeah, no, definitely very secretive about it. I'll do this in the kitchen.
Oh, okay. So you'll go into there's just 5 diamonds at about 100 apiece.
I will. I'm not necessarily hiding it from the party though. So if she happens to be in there or whatever, that's fine.
All right.
So what do you mean discovery, Urka? I don't know.
Probably an investigation. She means probably an investigation.
Okay.
So yeah,
well, it's part of my traits. It's a feature I have, so I can. The Hermitage gave me access to a unique and powerful discovery.
Oh, I'll have to take a look at that. I will have to take a look at that here after the game. So now, as for, there's a lot of city guards. You can see this going on outside as you're looking out throughout the windows, and you hear a loud knock on the door, and you hear City Watch Sergeant saith here with Barnabas Blastwind of the Magus and Protectors Guild. You need to open up the door. We have some questions to ask. We're doing investigations, as you know, of the blast. And, they just keep yelling this outside. And,
we open the door, of course.
Sure. Yeah, he says, "Oh, thank you. May we come in, sir? We know that you have an opening here pretty soon. We'll try to do our investigation as fast as we can. We see you have a line out here. What's the special of today? We may come back in for lunch, or do you mind if we even stay for lunch?"
Stewed rabbit, sure, you can stay.
I love stewed rabbit. Oh, with vegetables? Oh, so good. I think we will take our time here. So they come in, and they introduce themselves as Seth Cromley, and I'll put the names in here as I'm telling you guys this stuff. So Seth Cromley, he's part of the basically he's one of the City Watch. He's escorting the Magus and Protector, which is named Barnabas Blastwind. And let's see. Go. These guys are inside of your manor house. So basically what they do is they're asking everybody to sit around the table because they are part of a team that is trying to figure out what has just happened here. Nothing like this has happened in recent memory. And, they're trying to ascertain what's going on. So they're basically just giving you guys, they're basically just kind of grilling you guys, asking you guys where you were at, what you were doing, if you've seen anything, if you heard any rumors, etc. So what do you want to tell Seth and Barnabas? Barnabas, sorry.
Oh, I tell them kind of everything that happened. Explain that, we heard the explosion, we ran out there.
I see.
What's going on, bunch of chaos.
Oh, lots of chaos, yes.
Yeah, we went, ran over to see if there was anybody I could help or, who was dead. I kind of noted that, who amongst the dead I recognized from the neighborhood and who I didn't. And, tell them, never saw the gnome before, never saw those humans before. On and on and on. So I'm truthful with them, but I don't tell them every single thing that happened, but I do tell them, that much.
Do any of you happen to, you were trying to ascertain who, obviously you probably saw the gnome out there. Do you happen to know who the gnome's identity is by chance, Mr. Dante?
No, I tried to look at his face really well. It's kind of half melted off, as I'm sure you noticed. But I do know a few gnomes, but I didn't. I'm pretty sure he's not one of my acquaintances. It's hard to tell on account of the melted face, but I'm pretty confident. I don't know.
You wouldn't happen to know who any of the humans are, or the humans that were there close to that vicinity of the blast radius as well?
Yeah, like I said, those guys who had the long swords, they're not from the neighborhood. I'd never seen them before.
Very good. A couple of, as we were kind of asking questions outside, a couple of the, and I would like to thank you as well, because a couple of the, the people that live here around here said that they saw you kind of pushing everybody back away from the bodies. Did one last question, did you see anyone take anything from the bodies or anything like that?
I didn't see that, but one of the, I guess the a customer, I guess, at the Tiger's Eye mentioned that someone had taken something from the gnome.
Oh,
and that's
really?
why I kind of paid a little more attention to the gnome to try to figure that out, see if I could notice anything missing from him.
Do you know the name of this
turned
person?
the body up a little bit, but I didn't see anything.
Oh.
No, I'd never seen them before. I mean, maybe the.
Did he give you a name or anything, or?
No, he didn't. He didn't mention his name, but Vincent might be able to tell you who that was. I assume it was a customer of his, maybe a client. I don't know.
Oh, maybe I'll have to run over there and have a quick little talk with Detective Vincent Trench. Maybe I'll have to go over there and have a talk with him. That's interesting. So somebody stole something. Well,
no. This is hearsay among hearsay. So this is just what they told me. I can't say that. Yeah, of course.
Oh, of course. I'm very thorough with my investigations. I prefer to have ironclad evidence and testimony from any kind of reliable witness before I make any kind of assumptions or arrest or anything like that. So, well, I appreciate all of your time, and this is just about a couple of minutes before you open up, and this has been going on over the last hour. And during this hour, Woocraft and also Epter, as you guys actually converge in the back alleyway behind the bent nail, and you don't see anyone running away from the scene, and you actually went into the bent nail, and you also asked the shopkeeper, Talus, or Tally as he wanted to be called. You kind of checked around and made sure nobody was hiding inside of the bent nail as well, and you saw nothing. But you eventually make your way back to, because you're both like, hey, we got a grand opening in like 10 minutes. We got to get back to the manor. So as you're coming back into the place, a couple of gentlemen are leaving as well. You can tell that they're town guard, etc. And one of the members of the Watchful Order of Magician Protectors, because you can see the symbol on their chest piece. And they just kind of nod to you as they walk away. And they said they'll be back for lunch as well. So grand opening comes, people start to come in. Everybody
so before we
sure,
just real quick, Dave. So as we escort them out, I'm like, hey, look, be sure to keep us informed as what's going on, because we're trying to get this business going, et cetera, et cetera.
Sure.
And when they leave, I kind of tell the rest of the group, hey, whoever took something from the gnome, and I pull out the pouch of gems. I'm like, they weren't robbing him, because here's his loot. They left a bunch of gems on the guy. So whatever was stolen, I don't know. It was something important, more important than these.
That's interesting.
At this point, I'll show the rest of the group.
Why didn't you give this to me 15 minutes ago when we were talking?
No. This is after he leaves. I tell the rest of the group.
Okay. I got you. All right.
I'm not showing Barnabas this.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, they go ahead and they say thank you. We'll see you again. We may have to do some more investigation. We appreciate your time. Good luck with the grand opening, etc. And Barnabas and Saith, they walk back off towards the blast area, and then that's when you pull out the tools. Yeah, I got you.
That's why I tell everybody.
Sorry about
before we open up. So just to let everybody know what I know.
So the person that we were chasing or trying to track down is the one that was seen taking something from a gnome, right, Dave?
That is correct. Yeah, that's somebody that was running from the scene, the opposite way of the blast, actually.
And they had on a black cloak.
Yes, they did. Yep.
Okay. Yep. Did we get a size on them? Were they, were they gnomish size, or were they, humanoid size? Did they give that kind of information?
I will get you that information as soon as I can find it. That was something that I did not look at. But does anybody else want to do or say anything before you open up the file? And you still have the necklace as well, right?
Right. Yeah, I've got that in my pocket or whatever.
Gotcha.
But heck, I'm wearing it.
Oh, you're wearing it. Nice.
Under my tunic, though, so no one can see it.
Just think if somebody comes up to you and slaps you on the chest. Hey, buddy! Boom! As just every bead explodes.
You blew it up.
That would be awesome. That would be another dick move by the DM, wouldn't it? Holy cow. So yeah, you guys, human, probably about the size of a human, maybe a half elf or something like that.
Okay.
They had their hood up on their cloak. So, yep. So you guys go ahead and converse a little bit. You get the spirit open at the Troll Skull Manor. People are starting to flood in. You know, they're going to your little gift shop that you have, picking up some t-shirts and hats and towels and ashtrays and everything else. You guys are filling up the dining room pretty nice. Everybody is enjoying the stewed rabbit with vegetables, and it looks like the advertising is paying off. So here in about another 9 days or so, we will do a roll to see how business is going. But so far, even with all of the chaos and carnage and dead bodies outside, people are still wanting to come into the manor house to try that rabbit stew. So
I assume Lift has a big smile on his face.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's happy as hell, man. Oh, yeah. So why don't we go ahead and end the game for tonight, seeing that it's like almost 11 o'clock. And we'll continue on as business is good.